Wedderburn is a tattoo artist from Yakutia. She's currently based in New York City at Inked NYC, and she does incredible black and gray realism tattoos and was a contestant on season 16 of Ink Master. Today, I'll be interviewing her during a design challenge. We'll be talking about how she got started and her diverse background and all the mediums of art that she has tried over the years, as well as her time on Ink Master season 16. A couple of years ago, a doctor told me that if I didn't figure out how to stand up while tattooing, I was gonna need surgery. That's why we adapted this uplift desk. I stand and tattoo, which now my pain has gone down significantly. I get so many questions on what my tattoo bed is, but really it's not even actually a bed. I think as tattooers, we don't really think of the longevity of our careers or taking care of our bodies. You're tattooing for 8 hours or longer sometimes, so it's just really important to invest in tools that'll extend your career. If you'd like to see the equipment you use to make this,
check out the link in the description.
So give us an overview of who you are, where you're from, all of that.
My name is Alena. I'm from Republic of Yakutia in Russia. Now I live in Jersey City and I work in New York City.
Yeah.
I do black and gray tattoos, mostly.
Amazing black and gray tattoos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just tattooing.
Okay, here's our prompt for today. I have not seen it. We'll only have 40 minutes. Our prompt is lady face and architecture surrealism morph thigh piece. Okay, we're good.
Cool.
Architecture, lady face.
And we only get 40 minutes?
Time starts now.
Oh.
So we're gonna try to design while I ask questions. I'm not good at doing two things at once, but I'm going to do my best.
Same.
Because I want to know more about you.
Yeah,
So,
let's do it.
What was it like growing up in Russia?
I thought it was normal, but then I came to the States and everybody was like, oh my God. Like, you guys didn't have any grocery shops?
Wait, what do you mean? What did you...
So I grew up in a small village.
Wow.
It's like under 2,000 people, like kids and grown-ups. There's no road signs, no restaurants. It's like tiny little village
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah.
Wow. So what did you do? Like, if you didn't have grocery stores or anything, what did you do for food?
We grow our own vegetables, meat, and all that stuff. So we have little stores, but everything is so expensive, so people just rather grow their own stuff.
And where in Russia was this?
It's called Republic of Yakutia. It's in Siberia.
Wow.
If you ever heard about like the coldest inhabited place on Earth, that would be it.
And at what age did you leave? Like, how long did you live there?
So I lived there from until I was 18. And then I left just to go study in Czech Republic. That's where I met my husband, and that's how I ended up in the States.
Oh my God, okay. Was it a crazy change when you left?
Yeah, it was very different.
Yeah.
I went straight from the village to Europe, which was insane.
Wow. Did you know, like, I'm sorry if this sounds like an ignorant question, because I don't know how rural and secluded you were. Like, did you know, like, about what it was like in Europe
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
We had kids going to like exchange
program
in France and stuff like that from the little village. The school there was really good. That's how I ended up getting into this art school in Prague, in Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So I actually studied art school, and then after that I went to Czech Technical University, landscape architecture, but I was tattooing already at the time, so I dropped out and just started tattooing.
Wow, okay. That's amazing. So you went to it was an art college?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's how you came to the States? Because I was going to ask, like, what got you started with art and tattooing?
Yeah, I was always drawing. Like I
Yeah.
would always draw like little birthday cards and stuff like that because you can't buy, but everything is so expensive. So that's how I started drawing. And then in high school, I knew I could draw, but I was busy doing everything else.
Yeah.
But when it came to figure out what I'm gonna do after school, I was like, okay, so I was skiing, doing all the sports and stuff. And I wanted to go to medical university.
Oh, yeah. There was an article, and
Yeah.
you said that your mom wanted you to become a doctor.
Yeah, I really wanted to. I loved biology, but
Yeah.
chemistry was so hard. I'm not really good with numbers.
Are you more analytical or creative?
I think more creative.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, type B is hard. You could also be both, you know?
Yeah, I'm a Libra, so I'm like scaling back and forth.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured it out. So,
I don't think any of us have, honestly.
yeah.
So why did you move to the States? Was it because you met your husband?
Yeah.
And you wanted to just be wherever he was?
Yeah, he was with U.S. Army and he was stationed in Germany. And I was in Prague. We met on 4th of July, so he was on his leave and he came to Prague. That's how we met.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Who made the first move?
him.
Yeah. What was the pickup line?
He was like, "Oh, I'm new here. Can you show me around?" I was like, "Sure." I loved Prague, and I wanted to show it to everybody else I could. So I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go!"
It
Architecture
seems
and everything.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's so beautiful there.
I've never been, but I
should
I
go.
want to so bad.
I think you're gonna love it. It's so beautiful.
Where's your favorite place in the world? Like if you could just like go anywhere right now.
I will go back to my village, honestly.
Yeah. Have you been since you left?
No, I haven't been in 7 years now. So
Do you miss it?
yeah, I
You have
have
family
Yeah,
there?
everybody's there.
Is there a reason why, like, with is it a thing where you can't go back to visit because some type of visa situation?
Yeah,
or-
so I would need to get a visa for my husband and for my daughter because she was born here. We're in the process right now, so trying to go this summer. If it works out, hopefully, we'll go back this summer.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And your family still lives over there?
Yes,
I'm guessing.
everybody's there. Yeah.
Everybody, your mom, like.
Yeah, my mom has a farm. She
And-
sent me like pictures of the cows. She's like, "We had a baby cow today." I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, yay!"
Has she been able to meet your daughter?
We actually met 2 years ago in Turkey, midway, so we don't have to worry about the visa and all that stuff.
You said that your mom wanted you to be a doctor. You're like, I am not into numbers. I'm not into chemistry. So how did you discover that you wanted to be a tattoo artist then?
So while I was in school, when I said, okay, the doctor thing is not gonna work,
Yeah.
I found architecture classes, drawing classes in the city during my winter break.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took those classes and I really liked it. So then I started going there and they had this competition, like architecture, they call it Olympiada.
Yeah.
So I went there, won a couple things, and they said, oh, we have this scholarship thingy. You can apply.
I
to
love
go to
how you're
art
like
school."
casually like, I want a couple things.
But it was like high school things.
Yeah. Okay.
You apply, I got accepted, but you could enter that, go to that school for free if you learn the language, Czech language. You can go there for free, but you have to pay for the language school.
So I'm guessing you learned.
Yeah,
How many
I had to
languages
learn.
do you know?
I speak 4.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I haven't spoken Czech language in a long time, so I don't know if I can still understand it, but speaking, I don't know.
Yeah. So Czech, English, Russian.
and Yakutian,
What
which
is
is
that?
my native language. It's like,
Specifically in
yeah,
your village. Wow.
like in not my village, my republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's like probably 100,000 people speak that language.
Wow, that's seriously amazing. I feel like dumb sometimes as an American. a lot of us only know like one language, and it's terrible. That is
English is hard.
Yeah.
But if you
But
speak
we
it,
also
you
could
can.
learn more than one. And, you know,
Yeah.
we should. We
Yeah.
should. I was silly and decided I wanted to take French in school, which didn't do anything for me. What's your favorite style to tattoo?
Black and gray.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
like
I'm
black and gray realism.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm leaning more towards like smaller, kind of like one session pieces. But
And
I'm
why
still,
why is that?
I don't know. I get frustrated sometimes.
With
When
like not finishing?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, when people come back, it's healed, and then you tattoo, and it doesn't, like, the contrast not the same. So I want to go over the whole thing again. So it's like,
Do you ever do like multiple days in a row?
yeah, the
Or
most I
it's
can do is
hard
like
to find?
2
Okay.
days. I've done 3,
Yeah.
but I felt so bad for the client. The poor thing was shaking. I
Oh.
couldn't tattoo. Like, I tried, but it's like I'm hurting the person. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
didn't
no, people don't realize. They're like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, you are literally like moaning and crying right now. I can't tattoo you.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can't.
we have
How do,
empathy.
yeah, how do you tattoo 4 days in a row? I couldn't imagine that.
Very carefully. I don't know. It's hard.
That's insane. People are
Yeah.
so strong.
They really, for real. Back pieces, people don't sit as well, but leg pieces, I feel like we've figured out a way to do it to where it wasn't too bad. But
Unlaced.
yeah, it's still hard though.
You gotta tell me all your secrets.
Girl, I will. What do you want to know? I'll tell you it all. But this is an interview about you, so let's.
Yeah, okay.
We'll stick with you.
Fine, okay.
You have such a diverse artistic background. Is there anything you're wanting to tattoo more of that you don't right now?
I want to learn from you, actually.
Get out.
Yeah, because I want to learn that painterly technique that you do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I love painting, and I think I do okay, and I think that would really translate good onto tattoos. So, but
Wow. Well, that's
big
terrifying.
pieces like that in color,
I bet
it's scary.
You could.
But you make it look so easy. I need to know all your secrets.
Yes, I am terrified. I can't believe someone as amazing as you wants to learn from me.
Oh my God!
But
stop.
I would love to teach you, and I
Yeah.
think it would translate and be so easy for you because it's all about values anyway, and you do black and gray. So
Yeah.
I mean, you got it.
I already have clients lined up for that. I just need to learn how to do it.
Let's do it. Well, you
Yeah.
could come to. I don't know if Colton told you, but they said they'll add you to the.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
if
so
you wanted to
excited.
do it.
Thank you so much for doing that, by the way.
Yeah, of course. How do you ask your clients to heal their tattoos?
To heal their tattoos?
Yeah. What's your healing instructions like?
I use the second skin if they're not allergic to any adhesives or latex.
Yeah.
And then I asked them to keep it on for up to 5 days. After that, wash it with antibacterial soap.
5 days is a long time too. Have you had any like?
I just say up to 5 days, but
Okay.
usually they do like 3 days most of the time.
Nice.
Yeah, because after 3 days, it kind of dries up so hard. And it's even more painful to take it off.
Yeah. I think that's the worst part in the
Yeah.
healing process is taking off
Yeah.
your second skin.
Yeah, so after you take off the bandage, just wash it with some soap, antibacterial soap. And then I recommend using the soothing gel.
Soothing gel from
Mad Rabbit soothing gel.
Mad Rabbits.
Yeah, it's very light and moisturizes really good. So that, and during the day, it's easy to apply and not smear on your clothes and stuff. So
Nice.
I love that. Also, like, you can have the foam soap, carry around with you, and just wash your tattoo during the day
Yeah.
before your soothing gel.
Love that. Their stuff is awesome.
Mhm.
I just realized we're doing like an architecture challenge and you have awards in architecture. So
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was 13 years ago.
still,
I
we have more architecture awards than I do. That's for sure. We have 28 minutes. It's hard
I
to
still
talk and
haven't done-
design.
Yeah, I haven't done
'Cause
anything.
I
I'm just scrolling. I'm not even lying.
I like, yeah, we do our best.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, how did you get the chance of going on Ink Master? Did you ever think you would do it?
I always wanted to do it, honestly, because I'm a self-taught tattoo artist, and I watched
Wow.
Ink Master as I was a baby tattooer, and I learned a lot from the critiques. So it was
That's
surreal
amazing.
being there. Yeah, getting my stuff judged.
Holy
Was,
shit. That's seriously so fucking cool.
yeah.
So, you learned how to tattoo from watching the show.
Not just that, but like it was one of the things how I learned tattooing.
Damn, that's
But
cool.
you can learn anything on YouTube these days.
YouTube University. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's, especially nowadays, there's no excuse to not be the best artist you could possibly be because of all the resources
Yeah.
out there. Because 10 years ago, it was, you had to
Yeah.
do a lot of shit just to get the privilege to learn something from
Yeah.
a person. How long did you film, and was it challenging for you being away?
Me and my family are so used to me being away, doing guest spots, conventions and stuff. So, and I wasn't there for too long, so that wasn't too bad. I was having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's like a art boot camp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yep.
I love that. I felt the same. Even though it was really fucking hard to do, it was still nice. Just it was
Yeah.
like a sleepover with your friends.
Right.
Sometimes. Do you have any regrets going on the show?
No. I probably just regret not learning how to draw on iPad more. Because I feel like if you know how to draw on iPad, you can do, and if you know any style, all the styles, I think you can do really well on Ink Master.
So like, how do you draw usually, if not on the iPad?
On paper.
No way.
Yeah.
What
Like,
do you mean?
Digital thing. I'm from a village, girl.
Girl.
I don't like, or like, it's hard for me. Any technology comes hard for me.
Drawing on the iPad is hard. So we were talking about it back in the day, and I work with a lot of newer tattooers too, who don't know that before iPads you sketched on
Yeah.
tracing paper, and then you did another sketch on top of that to finalize it, and then you did another tracing paper drawing on top of that with like microns, and then you had to like make a print, and then so you've been doing that.
That's how I did my first challenge on Ink Master.
Did they have the supplies for it? Did they have tracing
Yeah,
paper?
yes,
Oh,
they had
thank God.
everything. Yep.
That's amazing. 'Cause
And my Apple Pencil got lost, so the time is running, and they're not gonna stop it for you to find your iPad. Oh, the Apple Pencil. So I was just
Yeah.
sitting there drawing on the paper. Thank God they had sketch pads and all the pencils and supplies.
That is so wild. So this isn't actually a challenge on designing, it's a challenge on multitasking. Can you talk
my
and
God.
design at the same time? And the answer for me is no.
I've been just scrolling this whole time.
We're just checking out our like family member photos and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just going through all the references I have here.
So a lot of artists are super hard on themselves. What was it like to have your critiques aired out to the world in such a vulnerable way?
I was honestly relieved because you're sitting there getting judged. Each person gets like 30-40 minutes judging, and they pick every single little bit, and then when it aired, it was like 10 seconds. I was like, Oh, whew, it was good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
film a lot and then
Yes.
cut a lot out.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
So you expect the worst, and then you're like, oh, okay. Then you
Yep.
only said these 5 things
Yes.
that are shit about my tattoo instead of the 100.
Yeah. Exactly. So
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
bad when it aired. Actually being there is like, yikes.
Yeah, in what
Yeah.
way?
It's like in tattoo community, people are like, they're not gonna tell your tattoo looks like shit.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
at conventions,
yeah.
we hype each other up normally.
Yeah, but I agree with everything they say at the same time. So it was constructive criticism. Is not, don't take it personally,
Yes.
and it helps getting better. So I
Yeah.
think it was great. I had a good time.
Good. I know it's really hard. It is very vulnerable to be like, hey, this is what I don't do very well on, or this is where I fucked up on my tattoo. Let the whole world know now.
Yeah.
And then people online, especially like Ink Master fans, love them. So
Yeah.
glad they're here. This is why, like, we have been able to network and do all that. But
Yes.
sometimes they could be a little mean on the internet too, and they judge tattoos based on just their technical ability alone instead of like the whole picture, the
Yes.
artisticness or the composition and flow and all of that.
Fitting on the body. Yeah.
Oof, and then they think like in the tattoo world, like it's normal to just judge, because normally we don't judge each other. We're just like, that's sick. You know, we walk by and we're like, that's a sick
Yeah.
tattoo.
Right.
Would you do Ink Master again?
Hell yeah.
Because in the end, it's fun, right?
Yeah. Like.
And it's so good for your career.
Yes, it is. It really is. And I feel like that's like I've been tattooing for 11. It's gonna be 11 years this year.
Wow.
But I feel like I'm still learning. And before I went there, everything felt kind of like the same, doing the same things. Okay, I'm just gonna be doing this. And then after going there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn this, and that. And the first thing after I came back from there was I saw that you guys having the summer symposium. I came there, and it was like a week after I came back home from Ink Master, I think.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
learning, and I really want to go back. Everybody says that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's very inspiring, though. I love that. Was it hard to not tell anybody where you were, like what you've been doing or anything like that?
Yeah, people like, I post a lot on my stories, even like my day-to-day life and stuff. And when I stopped doing that, people were like, are you okay? I was
Like, where you been?
Yeah, I was like, I needed to take a little time off of social media.
Yes.
But yeah, I was away.
What advice do you have for artists going on the show?
Just do it and learn how to draw on iPad,
Yes.
and you'll be fine, I'm sure.
Because ultimately drawing on the iPad shaved time off for you, right?
yes.
Okay.
Mhm. And if you know how to draw on iPad, you can draw any style
Oh, yeah.
really quick.
Yeah, totally.
Not tracing shit on paper.
Yeah. So what's something that you feel like a lot of people don't know about you that you'd like people to know?
I feel like I'm so transparent. And everybody knows everything about me. I feel like on my social media I post everything, not just tattoos. Sometimes lately I've been just posting my life less
Yeah.
than tattoos for some reason. Because when I'm tattooing, I'm not posting or touching my phone.
Yeah.
And I don't have assistants or somebody to film me. Oh, we have videographers at the shop, but it's just like sitting there tattooing. But yeah, I feel like people know me very well according to my Instagram.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's cool when like people can humanize you, and you're not just a tattoo producer,
Yeah,
you know?
I feel that way too. And I had people coming to me, they're like, tattoo whatever, I just want a tattoo from you. I'm like, okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Because, I mean, it's true. Like, you are so much more than what you do. And your story, too, of like starting from a small village of 2,000 people to going on a national TV show in the States.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever think that would happen when you were a kid?
No. I was watching Ink. I remember me and my husband were watching Ink Master in his army barracks.
Wow.
And he was like, "Oh, would you go there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough." I was just getting started, so it was cool to be there and be like, "Oh shit."
Wow.
I remember when we talked about this.
That's cool that you could look back on it.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes left. Mine is not. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's take a moment just to just so we have something.
Can I have a vape break, please?
Just a little break. Yeah.
Are you going to Germany for the convention?
Are you?
I wish. No. You should go visit Prague while you're there.
How close is Prague from there?
Which city are you on?
Frankfurt. Oh, sorry, Frankfurt. That would help.
Frankfurt is like a 5-hour bus ride, I think, from Prague.
Oh shit. That would be really cool. Because again, well, I am also competing there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you compete at conventions, you don't get to do anything.
Yeah.
And that stuff. So you work really hard at conventions, too, and you usually you have your face buried into your work.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep competing for a while, or keep focusing at tattoo conventions like that? Are you looking to take a break anytime soon?
I don't know, honestly. When I compete, I don't design something and find a client for that. It's usually just people reaching out to me looking to get something, and if I'm really, really invested into that idea, I can just design something and be like, maybe we could enter it for the competition.
Nice. Okay. So you decide afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Whatever
the
client reaches out with.
And what's your favorite subject matter to tattoo?
I'll give you one guess.
Faces.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same girl.
Yep. Well, love tattooing faces.
And did you always draw faces, or is that a new thing?
You know how in school you're sitting there and on the back of your notebook you're just drawing eyes and
Yeah.
and then slowly start to grow it and draw the face. It's always been the faces for me.
Why is it all the art kids in school just drew eyeballs in their notebook? Why is that the biggest trend?
I don't know.
And then people would look over and you'd be like,
or
it's a
draw your
shared
teacher.
experience. Yes.
Or your classmates.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I feel like I did that to make friends.
Yep.
Hey, can I draw you real quick?
Oh, that is so cute.
Because otherwise I was not good at making friends. Did you, so what was your schooling like in the village?
I was doing everything, honestly, in my school.
Yeah.
My mom was a, how do you say it? Do you say PT or physical education, gym teacher?
Yeah. PE.
Yeah.
She was a PE teacher?
Yes. So she was putting me in all the teams, playing basketball, running, skiing, all of that. So
Wow.
I was busy doing that. So drawing for me was just I know how to do it. It was just in the background. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Wow.
That's why, I don't know, if I paid attention more earlier, probably would have been better, but it's better sooner than later.
Yeah.
Then later than sooner, whatever they say.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow. So what would be your day-to-day? And I'm just curious because I've never met anyone who grew up in a small village before. So I'm sorry, I have so many questions too.
Yeah,
what would
okay.
be a normal day?
Back home?
Yeah. From the moment you wake up to go to bed, what would be a normal school day?
Oh my God, I haven't thought about that in so long. It depends on if it's winter, but it's winter most of the time. You wake up, you go outside to bathroom.
Yeah. Go
You
outside.
come back. Yeah, because we don't have running water. We just live in like, it's like a cabin for you guys here, like wooden houses.
Wow.
Yeah. So you go back home, eat breakfast, and walk to school. I feel like designing is finding good references.
Yeah, when you do any kind of realism,
Yeah.
you want to make it realistic, and you have to look for photos and references. So how do you usually get your references?
I use AI.
Mm-hmm.
I use photographs,
Yeah.
and I can add on to it. Or sometimes I Frankenstein it.
Frankenstein it. I love that.
Just
Big fan.
yeah, taking different parts from different pictures.
To make your own.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very hard to do a design and talk, but
It was really tough.
yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. This is like, oh my God, I love how you have the window and how the sunlight's going in there.
Thank you.
And the girl's like, oh.
I found a random picture of like an
looks so
old
good.
photo we took of this girl named Katie, and then through some Google images of architecture on top.
That is so good.
This is incredible.
Incredible.
You even have like a little drawing in here.
Yeah,
to
this is actually Prague,
Oh, really?
Old Time Square. And there is Alphonse Mucha Museum down there in this building. And this is like Mucha inspired girl
Oh,
with like his kind of like Art Nouveau.
amazing.
This is some Gothic architecture element because Prague has some of the oldest Gothic architecture.
Really?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. You have to go.
I really want to.
You have to. You should
Yeah,
go.
this is incredible. And I love that, like, you went past the name. It's also like a pet peeve when people like just try to stick like above or like
Yeah.
above the elbow or like above the knee and stuff.
Yeah.
And like yours has such good flow.
Thank you.
It's just like gorgeous.
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 I will get this tattoo.
I would get this tattoo. Well, thanks for playing with me.
you.
Thanks
It
for
was fun.
chatting.
Yeah, we can just sit around sometimes and just draw.
Yeah.
Not talking.
I could do one or the other, but not both. Well, thank you so much for doing this
Thank
with me
you.
today.
Thank
I know
you.
it was really tough, but I love getting to know you. You have such a cool, interesting story. If you like this style of video, feel free to leave a comment down below.